I just kind of want to discuss what I'm thinking about here. It's what I would call a circle of meaning. It can be called. It's like a circle of meaninglessness, and it's also a circle of meaning. Um, and this comes from common existentialism of de Beauvoir and Camus, and then also in there is Martin Buber, Martin Heidegger. I think of when I think of people in the world, I think of Dasein as that. I think all of us existentials as Dasein. So that's only what I think of. So I would call the circle of meaning is Dasein, or less people interacting with the world with the I-it relation. Um, Looking at the world as if you're detached from it. Um, you know, um, as if the world is full of nobles and all of the other subjects, which are what you are looking at as objects, are all a part of that. Um, and that's pretty much. You have a certain object or goal. You have various objects or goals that you want to do. When you're having this I-it relationship with everything, you have a certain goal there, or various goals that you're trying to accomplish. And from there, among your goals, when they don't work out, when things fall apart, you get hit with a certain saturated phenomena, which is a concept that comes from Jean-Luc Marion, which saturated phenomena is a phenomenon that breaks the categories. I have various videos on that, and this particular one is when you get emotion from a certain object, but you get focused on the emotion, and then you get cut off from the object that causes it, and then you're focused on that very emotion, and you don't have an accurate way of of evaluating that object, because the very emotion cut you off from it, and you are thus focused on that emotion. I think about anguish as one of Jean-Luc Marion's saturated phenomena of the flesh. Um, you know, Positive and negative emotions are in that category of saturated phenomena, and a negative emotion I would think would be anguish, and that's when you have anguish or angst, you don't know what's causing it. When you have fear forked, it's something that you know what it is, so you can run away from it. When you have anguish or stuff like that, this existential anguish, you don't know what's causing it, so you can't evaluate it and flee from it. So, following this I-it relation with everything, you have all these objectives and goals, and you look at everything, including subjects as objects, and you have goals here and objects, and you get hit with all this, everything falling apart, and you get hit with the saturated phenomena of anguish. And the next thing that could happen is you either go back to what you were just doing, go back to that I-it relations with everything, and try to do it all over again, which we all do. We all go back to that, and we all try and do our thing still. We do this multiple times, and what I've been saying in these videos is that that's not the way to go about it. Even though all of us do it, I do it. The way to go about it is to accept lack of absolutes, ambiguity, absurdity, meaninglessness in the world, whatever. But most of us don't don't do that. But once we get hit with this, stuff, and then once we get hit with this anguish or whatever, we try again, we try again, we try again in our same method of the I it thing. We keep trying, we keep on going, and looking for another option, another way to do things. But then after finally going around and around and around so much, you could end up making the decision of, after so much of everything falling apart each time you try, you could come to make the acceptance of the fact that there is no absolutes, and that this place is absurd, meaningless, and ambiguous, and that none of this concrete stuff here has meaning. And that would lead you to recognizing that people are one of two possible meanings. The other one is God. That's only if you believe in that. If you're an atheist or a theist, really, but both of them do have people, but the atheists don't have the God thing. So I'm gonna stick to people. And once you accept this, you only have a couple of different options. And Martin Buber talks about interpersonal relations with people as well as God, but I'm gonna stick to people. Once you accept all this stuff, this ambiguity of all this concrete stuff here, and there's no absolutes, nothing you can do is ever going to really do anything unless you recognize that there's meaning in people. And then you make a little switch in the to the thou relation, which you end up having a unity of being with a person. You have a shared reality with them, and you get at each other's beingness. You get being in this unity. So this is what I'm thinking about, this idea of the circle of meaning, I guess. That you can go back and forth doing the same thing, looking at the world as everybody does, or you can figure out where any real meaning is, which would be, in people, in interpersonal relations.